But the police did not take a further step. I went on to follow up again, and later on I was told to say there was a possibility that we would go to government complex to go and get the CCTV footage in order for us to be able to see who did that. That's from one of the police officers. Another part from the police that came out was we needed to go together to intercity, maybe if there was manpower, but I would be informed at a later stage in order for me to be able to see if we can identify those people. But after that, I have not heard from the police. And I realized
it's precisely been, I think, exactly 35 days from the time that incident happened. It happened last month on the 15th. Today is the 20th of December. Where does this put the governance of our country in terms of respecting the institutions that have been, mandated to uphold, the rule of law?
I think in terms of governance, we should all agree that our systems are no longer what they used to be. And unfortunately, if the governance system or if the leadership of the nation does not act on some of these things that are happening in our country, then it means that there is no political will in ensuring that we turn things around to where things used to be, where the police as an institution has its power and its mandate respected for them to be able to execute their duties. Because as things stand, the thugs or the cadres or the criminals have more power than the police. We have seen situations ourselves where you go for an event where you are being screened to go in, but the moment the cadres come, they insult the police verbally. You can hear the insults and saying, because that's how they feel. And the fact that government is not doing anything about this, the fact that the leadership of the country is not doing anything about this, it means that we have a weak leadership in place.
The head of state, that is the highest office, orders people not to engage in political violence, yet the opposite is being done. I do know for a fact that you've described this entire thing as, we have a weak, leadership. But where does this put the highest office in the land?
Well, there are many times when when we all try to protect the presidency, by saying things like, oh, no, we have a good president, but maybe he has surrounded himself with the wrong people. But for how long? And for how long are we going to say that? Are we going to continue seeing our country eroding into something that we don't know, and then we continue saying, no, the president is a good person, but the people that he has surrounded himself with are the ones that are deceiving him? If he issues a statement and people do not follow it, then it means maybe they believe that he doesn't mean it. Because we have seen situations in the past where a president or even a minister in charge of a particular ministry will say enough is enough to this. For example, do you remember the time of Tujirijiri? There was a statement that was made to say Tujirijiri is banned. And indeed, Tujirijiri was banned. Like, it had to disappear because there's authority from whichever office issued that statement. But if you're going to issue a statement and say this should not be done, and then people continue doing it, and the people that you're telling are your people that believe they work for you and they're still doing it, then it means that there is something in your system that needs some attention. And for me, what I would suspect is that in that system down there, there are still other people then that would still tell those people to say, those are just statements. Go ahead and continue attacking people. Go ahead and continue intimidating those that have got divergent views.